This is the hottest topic in hip hop.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Is Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
But you traded bars with Drake.
Yes, sir.
Right? At one
Yes,
point.
sir.
I remember you called him Canada Dry. I was like, I didn't even know you could I didn't know you could use a soda to diss somebody. I was like, holy shit. He's like, you just Canada Dry. I said, wait a minute. I like Canada Dry. How is it? But
Yeah.
So you've been in one of the most classic battles ever too. But let's stick to nowadays.
Right.
Yep.
I didn't see this coming at all. Pause. Right.
Yeah.
Me either.
We see J. Cole release his.
Yeah.
Then we see Kendrick, and then Kendrick just kept going.
Yeah.
Gemini.
Oh, you're blaming it on a Gemini. I'm married to a Gemini.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm so crazy. Bro. I love it, bro.
Come on, man. Gemini.
Literally,
I'm my favorite.
You know what I'm saying?
because I'm gonna be honest, and I know I'm being a little elongated. I remember us having to like almost, I don't want to say convince Nas, but we was like, got a lot of cars, little jewelry, but none of that things can fool with me. We was like, man, he talking about you.
Right.
And it took Nas a while, right? To like actually, in my humble opinion.
Yeah.
But with Kendrick and Drake, it was almost like the game put them together, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say brown skin and light skin because that's like so cliche.
Yeah.
But and it's so simplistic. But these are the two top heavyweights of the new generation.
Yes, sir.
And it started before they were the top.
Yep.
Because it started like 10 years ago.
Did you enjoy this? Both of y'all.
I'm Team Kendrick all day.
Okay.
Nothing against Drake.
Right.
But
Okay.
I just feel his energy, that Gemini shit, man.
Like, got some bad rating.
Like,
Listen,
Gemini gang is serious.
He Gemini game. I love Gemini. Yo, it's some cold Geminis in music from Kendrick,
Pop,
Biggie,
Lauryn Hill,
Andre.
Andre 3000, CeeLo,
P Rock. Like, it's like, man. But I gotta say this though. For me, I always thought Kendrick was just like in any generation one of the top MCs. Like, cause his albums, like he really be doing different styles. He don't do the same thing with his albums. So I always have, this dude is one of the dopest to me.
Yes.
And then for me, Drake was like, is super talented and know how to make his songs.
Yep.
And I honor that. When he want to rhyme, he can rhyme.
No, he got the MC in him,
He can rhyme.
Yeah.
So when they started the battle, it was like, to me, it was a heavyweight fight. I was like, I was like, yo, okay, well, what Kendrick gonna say? It's Kendrick. And then Kendrick came back, boom, boom. It was just, to me, it was like one of the, so many battles because we grew up in it. Some Adira to me, it's one of the best battles hip hop has ever seen.
And when you can make a hit record out of a diss track, you got it.
Yo, let me just tell you something. You just literally said what I was about to say. Let me just tell you. It's something about listening to Hot 97 and Hot 97. And, excuse me, I know for you motherfuckers that don't know it's something about listening to your home radio station when you're home.
Yes.
So I landed, me and my wife, and I just say to the car service guy, put on Hot 90. I literally said 97.1. I didn't even say Hot 97. I sounded mad white. I was like, can you put on 97.1? And he puts the shit on, and that's all I hear is the diss records.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is in rotation.
Yes. Yes.
Like,
that's good for hip hop.
Yes, it is. It's very good for
I
hip
didn't
hop.
realize it until I actually heard it. Like, I was like, hold up. Drake shit is in rotation. Kendrick shit
and
is
they
in
control the
rotation.
rollout. Today's different from before, where maybe you needed the radio station to hit, but now they would drop it on YouTube. They would drop it on the DSPs. Whatever they 5 minutes after the next hit,
exactly.
you eliminate that.
Yep.
I actually really, because like I said, I love taking myself out of hip hop and watching hip hop as a fan, and I got to hear A$AP Rocky record. I got to hear a Future record. I got to hear a Drake record. I got to hear a Kendrick record, and I got to hear it in rotation. And I was just like, holy shit. I wish we could have did that. I would have been dissing niggas a long time ago.
Hey, but you know what was dope for me? Like, I had, my homies would send me every new song that was coming out.
Right.
And it'd be niggas from whatever generation.
Right.
Just send me, and it was like, damn, this is hip hop. We all like paying attention, and like we listening to the lyrics.
That's
like,
what I think
like,
is dope about
cats
it.
are talking about these lyrics, man, and for both of them, to be honest, to come with a concept diss song like that, like I know
five of them though. Like five of them. Like,
but like for when Drake did the Pac thing, I'm not, you know, like I'm not one to feel like, yo, if somebody has passed, I don't know if I would want to use that.
Don't want that.
But I still thought conceptually,
It was creative.
Like, damn,
It was
creative.
That shit is ill.
Yeah.
And then when Kendrick came with the Meet the Grounds, I was like, damn, that's creative, man.
Nice.
To do a diss record
Shout out to Alchemist.
Family.
That's it. I was
That
like,
shit's crazy.
when people was like, did it go too far? So I'm like, bro, in a diss, I don't feel like the only thing that's off for me,
family.
It only is not family, because Meet the Grounds was amazing. That's
Okay.
shit one of the dopest. Family ain't off for me. But if somebody has passed or somebody, you know, like I ain't gonna play with the, like, I gotta honor that, because you know, I don't, that's somebody's life, man. You know, but if I'm talking shit about your family, that's part of, you know, that's part of the war. It's war.
I want to get back into the Drake thing just lightly a little bit, because what was the Drake thing over?
So the Drake thing was more like, I ain't into like what you said, like when y'all was telling Nas, man, I think he dissing you.
Right.
I felt like Drake was sending me a couple of shots.
Subliminals?
So subliminals. He was sending
Y'all be at the light skin karate class.
It really, I think it started, I don't know what motivated him to send me some shots, but I think what for sure had me, if I'm just being real, like, you know, we mess with one of the same girls, blah, 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 the same story. Yeah, same story that you hear a lot about it. So, you know, wars happen over women. Wars happen over women. That's just what it is. I mean, but I ain't the type that's I ain't gonna get at you if, you know, if you with somebody I was with, I don't know, that's the dude. But if you start throwing me a couple of little, you know, you trying to throw some jabs.
Like the rap.
You know,
You like the rap.
Yo, and I'm like, come on, man, okay. And then once I found, once I felt like they really dropped, I remember they dropped the Stay Scheming, and my homie called me Black, called me, and he was like, man, he talking to you on that. And at that point, I was like, man, I can't even. I just gotta
over the girl.
I just gotta.
I think you're mad.
No, it wasn't even a girl.
See the shot on Stay Scheming.
We couldn't tell, like, cause that's what. So that's why I was like, no. We couldn't tell, so that's why I was like, hey, I'm gonna let you know, like right now. This what. So if you coming at me,
you're like,
you gonna know who it is. I'm coming at you. I'm coming.
And it was great. It was great. That rap was great.
And it was crazy is N.O.R.E. at that point. Shout out to N.O.R.E. Yo,
shout out to N.O.R.E.
He was like, cause I had all these bars, and he was like, bro, you can't go that hard. Just wait, cause it might be another round. And he was like, the younger generation don't go that hard. And I was like, what? And then, cause all I know is to go all out. If we in a fight, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna pick up what I gotta pick up.
What you doing? Bitching you too.
But when he told me that, I was like, okay. So I took out a few lines, blah, blah, blah. But, and then, you know, we had it, and I eventually saw Drake face to face, and I was at a point where I was like, what's up? And we had little words, and then
it's over.
And then his father was there, and was like, y'all need to squash this. And I was like, man, this is an elder talking to me. This is man father. Let me chill out. And then Drake just was like, we talked, and he was like, man, I ain't on this, blah, blah, blah. So we just squashed it. I was like, listen, if we face to face and it ain't nothing, then even if it was some subliminal disses, I said what I had to say. Right now, we saying we squashing it, we good.